Welcome to the SelfActualize Podcast, where we bring you insights from world-class coaches on personal growth and self-discovery. I'm Brachi, and in this series, we're featuring Dr. Colleen Campbell, the founder of Ignite Potential. She'll be guiding us through the powerful process of discovering your true self, understanding the stories about who you are, and how to reframe them to align with your authentic self. Let's get started.
How to be an effective coach to yourself. We all talk to ourselves in our heads, but have you ever taken the time to notice how you talk to yourself? In the field of psychology, they know that healthy, optimistic, happy people have internal self-talk that's supportive and encouraging. Whatever the state of your innermost conversation, more often than not, this inner discourse was developed at a young age and has a lot to do with your childhood experiences. So how's the voice in your head? Are you as kind to yourself as you are to other people? As you observe your internal voice, are you surprised by what you find? What tone or flavor does the voice take? Is it nurturing, kind, mellow, snarky, silly, or intense? Does it motivate you through goal setting and cheerleading, or through threats? Do you notice that the voice changes based upon your environment or whom you're around? Does it come across differently when you're stressed? Do you tell yourself jokes and make yourself laugh? Or does your inner voice bring you down? Many years ago, I heard about the concept of internal dialogue. As I began to pay attention, I was shocked by what I found. There were times when I was being downright horrible to myself. I worked to change this, and over the years, I've used my internal voice as a barometer. If I begin to get negative with myself, or judgmental about other people for that matter, I see it as a sign to stop what I'm doing and notice what's going on. Am I stressed or in fear? Do I need to adjust my self-care? What needs to change? If you find that you don't like aspects of how you talk to yourself, don't worry. The most remarkable thing about how our brains work and how we think is that if we choose to, we can change it. The first step is becoming aware of this inner voice. The next step is to replace the unsatisfying self-talk with something more productive. You can't just stop thinking. You have to insert an alternative. One idea is to create a simple affirmation you say every time you notice your inner voice going off course or being less than encouraging. Something like, I love and accept myself for who I am. Or, even though I have a problem, I'm okay. Or just simply, I'm okay. Whatever affirmation you create, you should find comfort and find it encouraging. For some, it might have a spiritual angle. You know you've chosen the right affirmation when you notice it helps you breathe more deeply. Some people think of this voice as their own inner coach. When you're tired, that voice could say, time to rest. Why don't you take a hot bath? You've done a lot today. What it shouldn't be doing is running you ragged, urging you to do more and more. If you're someone who procrastinates and lets things pile up around you, the ideal internal voice will encourage you with goals and rewards. For example, tell you what, you get that one pile done and then it's time for a break. What it shouldn't be doing is beating you up or berating you. One reason top athletes, CEOs, and many others pay coaches to help them reach their goals is because having someone on your side works. Are you on your side? If you're skeptical about how this could affect your life, or even if you're not, I encourage you to do an experiment. For the next month, choose a positive affirmation and say it in the morning. Whenever negative self-talk arises, or whenever you could use some encouragement, and before you go to sleep at night, make a commitment to do this every day for a month. Then see what happens. Notice what changes.
That's it for today's episode of the SelfActualize Podcast. I hope you found Dr. Colleen Campbell's insights on self-discovery thought-provoking and inspiring. If you'd like to dive deeper and experience AI coaching from Dr. Campbell and other world-class coaches, visit selfactualize.ai. There, you can explore personalized coaching programs designed to help you reach your highest potential. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on the SelfActualize Podcast.